Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I thought I would vlog at least this weekend. We'll see, maybe a few days after. What's wrong, Zelda? Sorry, my cat's just meowing for attention. It is Saturday the 1st of November. I am just about to head out on a little run. I've got my dog with me, got Gatsby with me. Tomorrow I am running the Canberra Times Fun Run half marathon. So I'm just doing a little shakeout run because I didn't do it yesterday. So yeah, just gonna go do 4K, very chilled with Gatsby. Gatsby is ready and waiting. Hey Gatsby. He always goes frozen when he's got his lead on. Zelda's also, what do you want? You've had your breakfast, hey? Haven't you? I thought you had. Yeah. There's some cute baby swans, but I've heard that the parents can be a bit aggressive, so why have we decided to stop here, G? Come on, let's go around. We'll leave them. Good boy. No, leave them. They're so cute. We're nearly there. Gatsby's just decided he needs another sniff. We've got about 700 meters to go. Come on, G. Meant to be running. Come on, being a bit naughty today. Lots of sniffing. Yeah? Good boy. Alright, we're back to running. He doesn't stop for too long, only like 10 seconds, 30 seconds. But sometimes it's a bit annoying. But that's okay. Alright, I'm back from my run. I'm just getting ready for tennis. I've just fed Gatsby and then helped my dad with like feeding the dogs we've got staying over. And now just getting changed, about to like sort out my face. But this is the outfit for today. Just got this Adidas pink dress, which is really cute. And then I will have to put on my like Coach's hoodie. This one. But yeah. And then I'll wear this hat because it's pink. And I'll wear my Nike. I've got some white Nike tennis shoes. Yeah, I've got 3 hours of coaching, and then from 9 till 12, and then from 12 to 1 I will do some cardio tennis, like play in the cardio tennis class. So yeah, it's a really nice day at least. Last week was a little bit on the chilly side, but today it should be very nice and warm. I have just finished tennis, and then I've just come, sorry, I've got the air conditioner, I should probably turn that down. Just finished tennis, and then I've just had to feed a cat, so I just thought I'd do that on the way home because it's close to on the way home. Yeah, it is such a nice day today. A little bit warmer than I thought, but it's so nice. But quite warm in here. I'm a bit worried about my rackets in the sun, but that's fine. Anyway, I gotta go home and have some lunch, chill for a bit, and then I've just got 2 dogs coming for some grooms, and then yeah, I need to actually figure out what I'm wearing tomorrow. I need to make sure everything's ready for tomorrow because in my head I keep forgetting. Like I'm not forgetting, but like I'm not quite in the zone of like racing a race tomorrow, and like I really want to like race it hard. Like I've been planning, normally I do the 10k at this event. This event was my first ever race 2 years ago, and yet normally I've done the 10k last year and the year before, so my first race was the 10. And I was going to do the 10 again, but then I did a half at the beginning of the year in February and aiming for a PB and missed, so I wanted to give it another crack. So instead of doing the 10, I then decided, that's why I did Mother's Day Classic back in May, to try and PB there, and I did. So then I decided I'd do the half at this one months ago, and it's determined to get a PB. So yeah, it feels weird now doing a half after this is my first half race since running any of my marathons. So it's kind of a nice feeling of being like, I only have to do half of that. My last 2 races, or not, they weren't my last 2, but I've done 2 marathons now since I last did raced a half. So like, in my head, at least being able to be like, hey, it's only halfway, is a good feeling. weird that a half is like, oh, that's nothing, that's not bad. Well, it's not nothing, but like just compared to after running a marathon, it's crazy what like marathon training does to your brain, because now it's like you do those like long 30k runs just for fun on a Sunday, that now you're like, oh, I just got to race 21k, that's fine. A little bit delusional after running long distance. Anyway, I gotta get home. It is quite warm in here. It's the next morning now. It's officially race day. Don't mind my appearance. I've just rolled out of bed and gone to make breakfast. It is 4:18 in the morning. I've just made my usual race day breakfast. Oats with milk, honey and a banana. And then I also just made a little baby coffee in this little cute mug. So yeah, I'm just going to sit here and chill for a bit and eat this. And then I'll also drink some of this as well. Just because it's probably going to be, it's like 28 degrees. Obviously not right now, but the max today. So it's probably going to be a bit of a warm one. So, got to stay hydrated. Gatsby has not moved from where, ignore the pile of clothes. Gatsby hasn't moved from where he's been all night. I am all ready to go now. It is 5:11, so I will just gather my stuff and head off shortly. This is the race outfit. I've just got this top is from Nimble Active Nimble something. I like it because I picked it because it's got pockets in the sides, so I've just put a gel in each side. And then these shorts are from, can't really see, Lorna Jane. They're the ones I also wore. I've worn them for a few races, and they've also got a pocket so I can put my phone in there. And then this top that I've got on top now is from Gymshark. Yeah, anyway, I am going to just put my shoes on. I'm going to wear the same shoes I wore for my marathon, the Hoka Clifton 9s. Put my shoes on, grab my stuff and go when I get there with plenty of time, because I do also need to grab my race number still, because I didn't have time yesterday. And I didn't bother getting it posted because I'm like, I can't bother to pay for that when I can literally just go pick it up. So I want to make sure I've got plenty of time, because I don't know how busy it will be. I've never done the half. The 10Ks, it's not crazy by the time, but that's in 2 hours time. So we'll see. Bye-bye, I'll see you in a few hours, okay? Good boy. Oh, good boy, Gatsby. Give me a cuddle. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, yes. That's my boy. Good boy. Okay, we are back in the car. It's time to go. It is about 5:25. So yeah, I'm a bit nervous about driving because I don't... Oh, whoops, you can hardly see me. I'm very grainy. I don't actually know. I think I know where to go, but I don't quite know where to park, but hopefully it will be okay. Where did that just come from? I don't know what that's doing. But anyway, I'm going to end this clip because you can barely even see me. I'll see you when I get there. We'll see how much I manage to film. I'm just walking back to Event Village for the second time because on the way there I for some reason thought I hadn't locked my car, but I didn't want to just turn around. So I still went, grabbed my race number and then had to get back to the car, casually going the opposite direction to everyone else. Turns out I did lock my car, I just got really paranoid. So that was fun, but put my number on at the car. Now I'm just heading back. Back to the car. I did it. That was, I'll do a proper debrief later, but that was such a good race, honestly. Yeah, finally got a half marathon PB. This is my 4th half marathon. My first half marathon was my fastest. I didn't necessarily go, it was always within my other two, so my first was 2:13.16. I'm just going to take this race number off because it's a bit uncomfortable. I'm sitting down. Yeah, so first was like 2:13:16. Second was like 2:14. No, was it even still 2:13? Like really close. And then the third one 2:14 something. So all close. Close but not quite. So finally PB in the half, and I got a PB by over 8 minutes. So yeah, I'll do a proper debrief later because I do have some errands to run. I need to go to the pet shop. I'll just drive back to like the local shops near my house. Got to go to the pet shop to get some food for my dog. Got to find wrapping paper because it's my friend's birthday coming up. And there was something else. Got to go to Priceline to get my serums, some skincare. So I got to skedaddle, but that's my little quick update. I also just quickly grabbed a coffee from, how cute is that, from cafe called, there's someone walking past, a cafe called Catbird, just near the car park, which I went to with a friend I think like a year ago now. It was really good. But yeah, I just grabbed a coffee from there on the way to the car. But yeah, I better go. It's getting quite warm in here as well. It's such a nice day. Like, I love me some warm conditions. And it's not like boiling hot because, you know, we started before 7 a.m. So yeah, but really happy with that race. Really happy. I got to ring the PB bell, even if that was really awkward. Because I was like, I was really scared to ask someone, but then to take a video or photo of me because I don't have anyone with me. But luckily some nice people offered anyway. Because then I was kind of going, do I ask or do I just leave it? But I really wanted to ring the PB bell. But anyway, I'm going to... I just bumped it. But anyway, I'm just going to pick it up. I'm going to drive back towards home and go to the shops. It is quite a few hours later now, but I thought that I would finally sit down and do my race debrief. It is, what time is it? Nearly 2:56. I still haven't gotten changed, which is probably a bit gross, but I just couldn't be bothered. Yeah, a little race recap debrief. Yeah, that was so much fun. That was really great. I am very surprised that I actually managed to get sub 2:05. My time was 2 hours 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Yeah, a goal was sub 2:05, but I was sort of going into it being like, I don't think I can actually do sub 2:05. I'll take sub 2:10. That was sort of my primary focus, was I want sub 2:10. And then sort of backup goal was like anything that's a PB I'll take. So my PB was 2:13:16 seconds, I think. So anything below that, I was like, that we'll take that. So to come off with sub 2:05, yeah, very happy with that. My plan going into the race, because I was aiming for sub 2:10, I wasn't even sort of really thinking about sub 2:05. My plan was to sort of take the first half at 6 minute 15 second kilometers, and then the second half, or like after 10k, aim for 6 minute kilometers, and then, or 6:05, and then just the last 3k, just try and absolutely send it as fast as I could, which for me would, I don't know, I was sort of hoping for like yeah, I don't know, anything below sub 6 minute Ks. But yeah, I ended up, well, the first kilometer was a bit slow because it's quite congested at the start. Like, even though they roll it out, the waves, like every 3 minutes, it's not super wide. And so like, you kind of have to sort of jog it, and just wait for people to spread out a bit more and for the path to, or the course to widen. So I was a bit panicked because I was like, I looked at my watch and it was like 7 minutes 17 seconds, my pace that I was running at that given moment. And I missed the kilometer like split to see what pace that first K was. So I was worried that it was like well over 7 and it was going to like, you know, that's a big jump off goal pace. So I was a bit panicked about that. But I just tried to let it go. It was like, it didn't end up being too much a problem at all. So yeah, I think it ended up being 6 minutes 36 or something. I'll put my splits on screen. So it wasn't actually as slow as I thought it might have been. So that was good. And then, yeah, I ended up I just kind of told myself to run comfortable, not like easy, obviously, but obviously didn't want to full send it. And I felt really good. And I was looking at my watch and I was like, I can't believe running that fast because it felt pretty good. And then yeah, I sort of took the same approach as I did for the Sydney Marathon, where I would just walk through the aid stations because I can't run and drink to save my life. I don't know how people do that. Even walking and drinking water, it just ends up spilling it somewhere. So yeah, I was just like, would speed up if I knew it was coming up, if I could see it, and then just walk through and then just try and speed up again. And it actually didn't impact my times too much. So that was good. Like you can't sort of see where I stopped. Whereas for the Sydney Marathon, you can sort of see the kilometres that I stopped because the times are a bit slower. But yeah, I actually didn't impact the times too much. So that was good. But yeah, I sort of, was trying to sort of do the maths as I was running. And I sort of thought, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm good for sub 210. I was averaging, like, I was pretty consistently running below 6-minute kilometres after the first sort of 3 or so, I think. So I was like, yeah, we should be fine as long as we can maintain this and I don't blow out in the second half. We should be fine. Although at one point I did see the 210 paces were ahead of me, and I was a bit like, oh no. But I was sort of like, they must have started after me because like I'm running faster. I'm pretty sure I've checked the pace right. But then I ended up overtaking them anyway. So that was good to sort of just be like, right, we've got that goal sorted. As long as we can keep it up, we'll be fine. Yes, and then I was sort of doing the maths and I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm good for sort of 2:07. I think I'm on track for that sort of time. I had sort of put 2:05 out of my head. I was like, yeah, I don't quite think I've got that. I remember it must have been about 15, no, it was more than 15. I don't actually remember. It must have been about 17k. I had to think about the maths for sub 2:05. I remember I had 28 minutes. Yeah, it was 4:48. No, I'm really confused. No, I had 1:42, and it was when I hit 18k. But I think that was 18k on my. No, sorry, 17k. But I think that was 17k on my watch, which my watch was a couple hundred, like 200 meters ahead or so. And so I had 28 minutes to run 4.1k. So I don't know, I'm confusing myself now. So I was like, yeah, okay, I've definitely got 2:10. And then I was like, surely I can shave. So that means I just need to run 7-minute Ks basically, or just under, because I was conscious of the fact that my watch was a bit ahead. But I was trying to use the actual like elapsed time rather than worrying about the distance on my watch. Look at the flags. So yeah, but because I knew my watch was ahead, I was like, oh, I don't think 2:05. So I shut it out of my brain again. I don't know if that made any sense. But yeah, it was 1 hour 42 something when I hit roughly 18k. So I had 28 minutes to do 4.1, but it was actually probably like 4.3 because it was on my watch, not the flags. So then I was like, that's 7 minutes. So then I sort of was like, okay, that means and I think I should be able to run about 6 minutes, maybe slightly less. So that's minus a few minutes. So then I was like, yep, 2:07 should be fine. We should be good for that. I don't know how much sense that made. But yeah. But then I remember running, right, this is when I sort of clicked that I could get sub 2:05. I hit 19, ran past the 19 kilometer flag, and my watch the time was exactly 1 hour and 54 minutes. And then I was like, okay, I've got 11 minutes to run 2.1 kilometers. And I just sort of went, that's doable, challenge accepted. Because that meant I just had to run sort of just below 5:30 pace, which I was like, I should be able to just lock in and, maintain that. Like, that's a fast pace for me. But I was pretty confident that I could push myself to do that. And yeah, we did it. And then I remember running past the 20 kilometer flag with an hour and 59. And like, it wasn't exact, it was like something seconds, I don't actually remember, but I just remember being like, okay, you've got 5.5 minutes basically, you need to send it. And then I remember looking, and I was only like the finish line was right there, but I remember looking and I had like 30 seconds left, so I just had to sprint and just overtake everyone. And like, I probably looked like I was dying because I felt like I was. Those last couple 100 meters, oh my god, I was like, I don't know if I can keep this up for this long. But I did it, and got my sub 205, which I'm very excited about, because that means I was starting to sort of doubt, the possibility of ever getting sub 2. It was starting to feel a bit far-fetched. But now I'm like all motivated, and I'm like, I reckon I've got sub 2 soon, hopefully. Not like soon, but like hopefully next year or something. Hopefully it doesn't take me another 4 to get a PB, but who knows what will happen. But now, I'm very excited. I really like the big goal for ages I really want to run a sub 2 hour half marathon, because I always felt like my half marathon PB was my worst out of like the distances. Like, I've done my 5k PB is 20, I actually don't remember, 26 something, 26:30 something, like high 26s I think. And then my 10k PB is 54, why has my brain completely forgotten them all? 54:30 something I think. And then my marathon PB is 4:51. And I just always felt like my 2:13:16 half marathon was like, if I had to pick which one felt like my worst, it was my half marathon, because I feel like being able to run a sub 55-minute 10k, I should be able to run a faster half than 2:13. So that was my little debrief of how the race went. Oh, I forgot to say also, my hairband at the bottom for the plait fell out at like, I don't know, somewhere between like 7 and 8k, which was like really stressing me out, because I was like I never run without it. It's always in a plait. I never run without it in a plait. And I don't know why. I remember running and sort of feeling like it was falling out, or it might have already fallen out, but I don't know why I didn't check, because it could have still been in at that point. But it crossed my mind for some stupid reason. I didn't check, and then a bit later I was like, yeah, that's definitely come out, because I could feel it all unravel, like it had unraveled, and it was stressing me out, because I was like, oh my god, I don't want it to be just a big matted clump by the end. So then every like kilometer or so I would like pull it and try and run my fingers through it while running. I must have looked like a bit of a weirdo, but I'd like try and run my fingers through it, because it was just panicking me, because I was like, I don't, because it's like, it's long obviously, and then my hair's on the thinner side, so it knots easily, tangles easily, so that was stressing me out. I don't know why I didn't check, but I should have done it tighter. I kind of, even when I was tying it, I kind of went, oh, is that enough? Is that okay? It was not okay. So that was fun. So then I spent the majority of the run stressing about my hair, and I kept trying to be like, no, you've just got to leave it. But I was desperate to brush it by the time I got home. I don't know if you noticed in the clips that it was plaited in the morning and then no longer plaited after the race. But it actually wasn't that bad. I was walking back to the car after at the shops, having a feel of it, and I thought I felt a really bad knotted section, but it actually brushed out not too difficultly. So that was good. I can't believe I forgot to say that. In terms of an upcoming running, in 2 weeks' time, I am running. This was a last-minute decision. I entered on the last, because entries closed on Friday night, and I just last-minute entered on Friday night. The Stromlo Running Festival, so it's a trail race. Still here in Canberra. I did it last year. I did the 10k last year. I originally was going to do it, but then I forgot to sign up for it before prices rise ages ago. I think it was the end of June. You had to if you signed up by the end of June, you get a free t-shirt. And I just completely forgot. I went to do it and then I completely forgot until a couple of days later. I went, oh my god, no. And then I was like, oh, maybe I won't do it this year. But then last minute I was like, no, I kind of want to do it. So I signed up to the 10k, but I'm just going to do it for the vibes. I'm not going to be getting I don't even know if I'm going to go try and get a course. No, I'll try get a course PB from a lot I did last year. But it's definitely not a race where I'm going to get a 10k PB because the hills. But yeah, so that's in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, I just do that one for the vibes. The same thing last year, just for the vibes. I'm not a trail running girl. I like trail running. I just don't do it frequently because I am scared of snakes in the summer and spring. And I also trails are a bit scary. It's easy to get lost, and like I'm a bit scared of like getting murdered. So I don't trail run a huge amount, but yeah, it was fun last year. So I thought last minute, I thought I'd have too much FOMO, the FOMO one. So yeah, I signed up for that in 2 weeks' time. So I might vlog again for that, but yeah, we'll see.